So today I'm out here in my field and the dandelions have come up. So I'm going to pick a bunch of dandelions and we're going to make some homemade dandelion jelly. So stay tuned. So basically I have a dandelion patch and I'm just kind of popping them off from underneath with my fingers, and ones that the stems stay on I rip off before I toss them into my bowl. So once again, just like that. And before I toss my bowl, I just rip off the stem. Just collecting as many as I can. Once again, just rip off the stem. And then we'll take these into the kitchen once I've got enough and we'll make dandelion jelly. Freedom. Today, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make some dandelion jelly. I'm also making some dehydrated dandelions to make dandelion tea. So what I did was I went out this morning, bright sunny morning, made sure there was no dew in the grass, and I went out and I collected just the tops of all the dandelions that I wanted. And then what I'm doing now is I'm just taking each dandelion and I'm pulling the flowers down to make the stem observable. And I'm just gonna cut the top of the stem off and then pull the little green pieces off from around the outside of the dandelion. And then what you're left with is all the yellow flower from the dandelion. So I'll do it again. I just pull the flower down. I cut the stem. Pull the green. And voila. Okay, so to cook our dandelions, to make them into jelly, we need 5 cups of water. We've got 4 cups of dandelion flowers. Those are gonna go in. Okay. And we're gonna get those going. Just going to get them all in the water. At the same time, I can pick out any green ones that I've missed, because I did miss some. After So the next step after we have our dandelion mixture is we're going to just drain it in this little colander. Just going to gently press down on it just to kind of get any extra water out. And now this can be discarded. And that's what we're left with. So the next step is to take this and to make jelly with it. So let's do that. Okay, so my next step, I have my syrup getting ready to boil. Never done this before, but I'm going to use Splenda instead of sugar. So I'm back here at my island, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fill my jars. They've been in the hot oven not very long. I poured all of my solution pretty much into this measuring cup. I have a little bit left that I'm going to top up with later, but I'm just to make it easier for pouring. I'm just gonna fill the jars just to the very base of the ring line. Like I said, I'm not really sure how many jars I'm going to get, so this is new to me. So I'm just going to re-top up my measuring cup. And we'll continue. So that gave me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 jars. So that's not too bad. I'm gonna grab our little magnet. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just take some vinegar and some paper towel, and I'm just gonna give all the rims just a gentle wipe, just to make sure they are clean of any juices that I may have dripped or splashed up. I'm gonna make sure that they're very, very clean in order for this to seal. Okay. Now we're gonna grab our rings and our lids out of the hot water that we have on the stove. Just finger tight. There now. I'm going to put these into a water bath. So I just want to start by setting these in just gently on top of as much of a support as I can. Once they get boiling, they really do kind of get like rocking and rolling in there, so I don't really want them to fall over. Okay, and we have enough room. We could do a double layer. I'm not going to because we have enough room. We're going to squish them all together and get the last 3 in the pot. That's good. Okay, so now we're just going to top the water up, just pouring to cover the tops of the lids. Another thing I decided to do was make some dandelion tea. So I'm currently in the process of dehydrating all my dandelions that I've picked. And we'll see what happens in 8 to 12 hours. So let me show you. This is when they're done dehydrating. They're little crispy flowers. And to remove the flower, you're just going to pull gently on the yellow flower and it'll come off the green stem. Just so gently, like that. And then I just place it in my jar. Again, little flower. And we're just going to pop the flower off. And that's it. So super simple and so beneficial for you. Dandelions are not bad weeds. They have a bad rap. So there you have it. Dehydrated dandelion for dandelion tea.